Hey guys, so I just wanted to kind of give you a quick little something that I do make pretty regularly. Right now I do have some broccoli that is cooking. Broccoli is like one of my favorites. So I have some chicken that I'm going to cook on the George Foreman grill. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of some salt and pepper for my seasonings. A little bit of pepper. I don't want to do too much pepper because I did it before and it was like, ooh, okay, got me a little spice to it. And then I have this Mrs. Dash. It is a garlic and herb. I love garlic and I love herbs. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of that on there. And I'm going to add a little bit more garlic and Italian herbs because, well, this is up. Especially these fresh herbs. Oh, I love them. I get them from H-E-B, which they are great. These are some pretty big pieces of chicken, so I may end up like cooking half of it and then freezing half of it. It's already seasoned, so whenever I feel like, oh, I want some more chicken, I can just pull it out, let it thaw out. Or I can leave it in the fridge for a couple of days and cook it again because lean protein is great. This is one of the things that I eat. I know a lot of you have been asking, like, what do I eat? Chicken, shrimp, and fish. Those are my absolute favorites. A little bit more garlic salt on there. And then my Mrs. Dash. The cool thing about this one is no calories. I love seasonings on my meat, so. Just like that. I'll let George Foreman do his thing. It already smells so good. So I kind of want to talk about a little bit more about what I've been doing to lose the weight that I have so far. The first thing I did was join a diet bit because I needed something to hold me accountable. So in my mentality, I'm like, okay, I don't want to lose this money, so we got to get it going. And you know, Facebook picks up on stuff, so an ad popped up for Fit Body Bootcamp. There was a New Year, New You challenge, so I was like, well, let me check this place out, you know, and I'll just give it a try, and I fell in love with it. And so there is where I do a lot of work, hard work. It's not easy work. It took me a while to, you know, build up my endurance and my strength, and it's still taking more time and stuff too. Doing that challenge, which was an amazing challenge, it really kicked things up. In 8 weeks, I lost 44 pounds while I was there. So that wasn't the end of it. I knew that, you know, I still needed to continue on. So during that time, because this wonderful place teaches you what to eat, not to eat, so I learned how to eat healthier. Unfortunately for me, carbs are not something that works too good with me. Some tips that I would have is to have the right mentality. You want to make sure your mindset is ready. Like, you're ready for this, because this is not going to be easy. Like, it's going to be hard work. You have to put in the work to see the results. And also, you're not going to see the results right away, so you have to stick with it and continue. It took me like 2 months to actually see some like really decent results, especially in my stomach, and it was like, whoa, okay, I can do this. So I would say stick in it, get past that 21 days, make it a routine. For like breakfast, I would do like egg whites, or I would do a protein shake. I would have a protein shake. This was before I started fasting. Then lunch, you know, I would have a salad with chicken or shrimp. It's even great if you can do it with fish, whatever, however you want to do it. I do watch my the dressing, so I make sure that I have like a non-fat or low-fat dressing. I really do love the Olive Garden light dressing. That's my favorite. It has a little bit more fat in it, but it's like, it's wonderful. I love it. It was like my favorite. So I do that, and I make sure I measure out 2 tablespoons, which is not a whole lot of calories, thank goodness. So I leave out the croutons. I do have some cheese that I would do, like fat-free cheese, which is it's different, but hey, it's manageable. It's great in a salad. So dinner, either, like I said, I would have if I had a salad, it would be with shrimp and broccoli, as you can see on another one of my my IGTV that I did a little kind of throw it together. It's something kind of like I do. I like to just throw it together. And this is what I stick with. This is what I know. This is what's been working for me, so I'm sticking with it. Chicken. I also have an air fryer, so it's great for cooking the fish, the chicken in it, and chicken breast. Make sure before you do, you know, all the fat is off of it. That's why I really like the George Foreman grill, because they'll catch that extra fat that I can't get off of it. So with like broccoli, zucchini, squash, those are like some of my favorites. Cauliflower is really great. I made a little cauliflower rice little thing one time, and I made some cauliflower mashed potatoes, which I'm still gotta tweak that out and figure out how to make that right. Asparagus is great. If I did have like my snacks, non-fat yogurt, sometimes I would have some fruit, but I would stick to berries, because you know the fruits are high in sugar. So I also check ingredients and make sure that the sugars are not more than about 3 to 6. So I'm careful with the sugars of what I take in. So lots of veggies. If you're hungry, eat vegetables. The steamables are great. Like this broccoli is, I bought a big old bag from H-E-B for like $3. But the steamable is about $1 or something, $2 depending on which brand you get. But they fill you up. They're fiber. And another thing is drink lots of water. If you do carbs, do them around noon and before. I do fast, so I do anywhere from 16 to 20-hour fast, so I don't have to worry about breakfast, but I do carry like protein with me. Lately I've been doing like some non-fat yogurt with some protein powder, which comes out pretty good. It gives me another little meal replacement. I'm just gonna turn this sweet baby over. See how that's already coming out? Looks like I already got my grilled chicken. So if you're someone that likes condiments, there is a sugar-free barbecue sauce too, so it's actually pretty good. It tastes really good with chicken. I've done some barbecue chicken one time, and I was like, not bad. I haven't tried the ketchup yet, but it's sugar-free also, and it's 10 calories per 1 tablespoon. So measure out your tablespoons, your serving sizes, and that's what I look on the back. I will look, you know, to see how much fat is in it, how many carbs, and how many sugars. Well, it does have 1 gram of sugar, so it's not completely sugar-free, but it's probably a lot better than what, you know, some of the other sugars would be. So they're great for little condiments. So that's probably about it. I do, another snack I do is like a light mozzarella stick. And I work out, like I work hard, and that's how I've gotten the results that I have gotten, because I work out about 5 times a week, and on my days off I do an hour and a half, depending on, you know, how I'm feeling that day. If I'm feeling like, woo, let's get this, and then I do an hour of yoga at least twice a week, unless I'm working. So I work at least about almost 50 hours a week, and the travel time is about an hour and a half a day. So that was my biggest excuse, was I work too much, because sometimes I work 60-hour weeks. So yeah, that was like my biggest thing. Or I'm at home, I'm comfortable, I don't feel like it. Like the regular gym would cause me a lot of pain. Just going on the elliptical or anything, I would go numb all the way across here. But I had more weight on me at the time. I can do the elliptical now, but the problem I have is like my feet go numb. So that's what I really like about, you know, the Fit Body Bootcamp, because the flooring is great for your joints, and I don't hurt like how I normally would. I've actually been able to walk, which is great. It's really exciting just to be able to walk a couple of miles and not be in pain, which I'm very happy about that, because even just doing something like this, I would be in a lot of pain right now. But now I'm not in pain, so that's awesome. But it is a process. It takes time. So hang in there. Like, don't give up on yourself. Just stick to it. If something's not working, look at what you're doing and just readjust something. And then meal prep. Those are going to get you a long ways, and they're going to help you see those wonderful results. So I'll be keeping y'all updated on more tips and more of my, you know, my journey, because it's just started in January. So obviously I still have some time to go. So y'all are good. Y'all are special, because you get to see it from, some of you have seen it from the very beginning. So stick to it. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it.